What's going on, everyone? Forex Fargo checking in. Forex Fargo is just like a little daily webinar. I just want to go over the shit that I was looking at. So I just sent a couple of signals to the group: a GA trade and a GA trade and a GN trade, right? So just going back over, recapping the GA trade. If we take a look at this, I did the replay button. Replay button is looking like on the smaller time frame. You know, if I do the blue ellipse, I'm not going to circle it, but right here and right here, this is a nice little double top formation, a beautiful beautiful M pattern. So the fact that we weren't able to catch it right here, I did have this line. I knew that this was probably going to be broken and retested at some point. So, you know, you set the sell stop, you let the price do its thing, and now we catch the, you know what I mean, we catch it in momentum and everything. I have a few other trades that I'm looking at, so, you know, don't worry if you did not, you know, if you weren't able to, you know, catch any of that. Let me see. Just drop it down to the 1 hour time frame so you can kind of see like that's what's happening. Price may or may not come all the way down there, which is why I have these TPs right here. You know, feel free to take whatever profits you want to. Once again, past profits don't guarantee future, you know, success or profit. So that's why I share that with everyone. You know, another thing as well, I'd like to go over the fact that, let me turn that off real quick because I don't actually want to get fucking copyrighted. I want to go over the fact that, what were we looking at? Like I said, if you did not watch the webinar, you know, to your detriment, your disadvantage, you would have, you know, understood the fact that we were expecting the Dixie, you know, dollar index to go ahead and push up a little bit to, you know, this daily resistance level, this blue ellipse that I had marked. Even though it did not reach all the way to the daily resistance level, we probably fell a few pips short. You know, nothing is guaranteed in the market. So, you know, the best thing that you can do is at least have proper preparation, so you know you can at least, you know, plan your trades accordingly and plan your trades and trade your plan, right? So this is what we were looking at. So with great anticipation, this is kind of how the market was setting up. With that being said, pairs that are against the US dollar, which, you know, I was anticipating going up, this is actually the wrong chart. Let me switch this to the 2021 vibe. So if I go to AU right here, right? So, you know, bada bing, bada boom, right? So if you guys look at this, I switched my charts to the ones that I shared earlier in the week. I don't think I actually sent this as buy signal or whatever like that with the TPs and shit, you know, because I didn't know exactly if it was gonna hold at the 77 level, or if we were gonna fall all the way back down here, which is why I have two blue ellipses, right? So what you do is, you know, you see what happens, you follow along with the trade, you don't force it. I have an entry down here. I'll post that in a second on my trading thing. I also have a gold entry back at 1825, which I did speak about. Yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, so you still can catch this entry if you were to enter, you know, this AU trade right here. I'd probably just enter this AU trade, maybe, you know, depending right before New York session, you're probably going to get some resistance around the 77,500 level. Yeah. If not, you know, we'll probably get a little bit higher at the 77, 77, you know, 6 or 700, somewhere up there, right? So, you know, to make sure that you are trading with your own risk and whatever fucking stop losses, blah blah blah. Another pair that should be, you know, going up as well is going to be GU, right? So similar to GU, you know, I had it marked with, you know, both of these blue ellipses. Was unsure of what was going to happen. So the best thing that I could do for myself and for everyone was to follow along with the trade. Yes, we could have got great entries you know, yesterday, but yesterday was a holiday, so unsure of how, you know, momentum was going to carry along with price. So I'm still, like I said, I'm still bullish overall on a lot of these pairs. I understand that some of them may be, you know, retracing right now. It's 3:10, so we're literally like 10 minutes into London session. You get stopped out on the pair, follow along with it, you know, don't fret. A lot of people are seeing this as this could be a sell, as well as the fact that, excuse me, if we are looking at this on these smaller time frames, right? So if we are taking a look at this at right here, you know, if we just do not a blue ellipse, but if we just monitor this little sections, you know, we were to put a black line right here, we can see, you know, that we had a nice little break above it, but price is failing to kind of like hold this level. So I don't know if we're going to get a retest back down to this, you know, 135, 835 area, or, you know, if we're going to continue up. What I can speak about, though, is the fact that while I had this blue ellipse marked, so you guys can learn a little bit, I had this marked because last week I actually took a GU trade from this 135 200 area. I didn't have to necessarily look at that. I know that because I know the trades that I do take, right? So last week we can see that this was kind of like where price kind of broke out at, right? So if you were to draw a little box around here, excuse me, you'd actually draw a box around here. What happens? Price literally wicks all the way back down and then just continues this trend to the upside. So this is kind of like how I like to trade. I tell people it's very simple. What's hard is just following along and executing properly. I've found that the best times to really execute the trades are probably okay. The best times to execute the trades are during the sessions that have the most momentum and like liquidity in the market. So I like trading London session. Sometimes I look for Asian sessions to get some good entries. But then again, price knows no time, right? So if you follow along with price, like price reverse randomly at like 3 p.m. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck this time frame is right here. There wasn't that many people in the market, so you can't control that. Moving on. Following along with the theme, let's go into this gold trade real quick, right? So this gold trade was fucking banging. If you guys didn't follow along with this, I actually posted this on the webinar. I posted this on Saturday. It was a 5-minute video. You should probably still watch it on the YouTube. If you didn't, it is what it is. But just explaining this again from macro, working our way from the higher time frame real quick. And if this isn't making sense, feel free to ask questions in the chat. Just trying to help out. You guys notice I still put mentorship on pause because I don't want no one's bread yet. That's a real nigga. So anyways, going back to this gold trade, right? So last week I was unfortunate enough to, well, I wasn't fortunate enough to catch the sell from the, from this 1950 level, whatever, like that beautiful weekly resistance and just crash from there. But what we are able to do is understand that there is potential for, the reversal and the same pips that we fell on to the downside. So we fell about 1,000 pips. Are we going to be able to catch this whole 1,000 pips this week? Who fucking knows? But if we're able to get entries around down here, which I do have entries, I'm about to take off, some of my profits when it hits this little alert that I have right here. And then I'll monitor price action once we get right here, because this is a nice little resistance level. So, just following along with the trade, having confidence. I watched a couple of videos on psychology. I'll speak about this as well. A lot of us have problems and struggle with cutting our wins early and not letting them take profit, right? But we'll let a trade hit we won't let a trade hit our take profit, but what we do is we will adjust our stop loss, right? You should not adjust your stop loss, and you should allow your trade to hit take profit, whether you're scalping, intraday trading, swing trading, whatever the case may be. That's the only way that you are going to get better, and that is the only way that you're actually going to be able to monitor your progress. So with that being said, make sure that if you are making profits throughout the week, it is okay if you are compounding, right? No one knows what the other person has, so don't play yourself and don't be stupid. Make sure that you withdraw some profits either from your MT4 account to your internal wallet. This way, you have some type of capital in your internal wallet. You don't have everything in your MT4 account, because a lot of us like to get ballsy, and like that's not the proper way to trade. Like I said before, that becomes gambling, right? So it's not what we want to do. I know that some people are like, oh my God, this guy told me to fucking enter the trade and price is falling down, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, it could be a retracement, or, it could be the fact that prices has, I don't know, hold on, let me see. Waiting for the internet real quick. Right, so if we look at EU real quick, right, so EU, I spoke about the fact that, it's going to not come all the way back down, but it had potential to, find some more liquidity around this 4-hour daily support level, which I did have marked. So like I said, I'm not necessarily worried about what price is doing right now. It's early, we'll see what happens. You get stopped out, if you get stopped out, you catch a loss, that's up to me. It's up to you. It is what it fucking is. But, a loss shouldn't blow and jeopardize your entire account. another thing too, you guys need to get comfortable and confident and understand, you know, how to work with percentages, right? So you're working with a $100 account, you know, like there are times where I'm not trading. If I'm trading out of $100 account, you know, I'm trying to make something look good. I'm not gonna use no fucking 0.01. But what you guys should be doing is using 0.01s, because that truly is about 1 to 3% of the fucking account. And like, as much as that is a slow process, you know, you guys have to put in the work. I've been fucking around with micro accounts for like 2 years now. You know what I mean? And every time I have the confidence to up my lot size, something psychologically goes wrong with me, where I either get too confident, too cocky, or like I'm not literally listening to myself, which is, you know, sometimes we're our own best friends and worst enemies. So just want people to, you know what I mean, learn from my mistakes. If you guys have any questions, let me see what someone said. Oh, someone said fire. That's what's up. That's where I'm at. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? And that's why I be real with people, right? So like, I would hope that people follow me, because, you know what I mean, I'm not fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not there yet, but I will be one day, and it all starts with the mindset. So the fact that, you know, some of y'all are on the East Coast up at like 3 a.m. and shit like that, it's 3:16. The fact that y'all are up or whatever, not getting sleep, not Netflixing and chilling, that shows me that y'all are dedicated and that y'all gonna be where y'all need to be when you continuously put in the effort. And I speak about the difference between persistence and resilience, right? So you could be persistent in something, and, you know, you can give it all you got, right? But then you could keep hitting obstacles, hitting obstacles. That's when the resilience comes in, right? So persistence versus resilience, right? So the persistence will get you there, but the resilience is what's going to get you across the obstacles, you know, picking you up every time you fall down and shit. So you got to be persistent and resilient, right? So, you know, if you guys have any pairs you want to look at real quick, by all means, type it in. If not, I think that's kind of like what I was looking at. Yeah, kind of like what I was looking at. And like I said, EU buys, AU buys, GU buys, you know, GJ buys. I was already speaking about that. I could see that like GJ buys might not look good. I had this right here. I didn't enter this position. I already have an entry somewhere like around this 141 level. So I had a buy stop right here. Took some partials around here, and I was looking to see if I could add an entry. So I'll monitor how price is, you know, respecting these levels. And other than that, you know what I mean? Like you don't have control over the market. You can fucking minimize your losses. You can minimize your wins. You know, you can have the best thing that we have control over, but we don't have control over, is our emotions, right? So, you know, we are emotional fucking creatures. Is what is it? Where nature, is it habit by nature? How do you say that? Nature by habit? I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Kind of tired. I need to smoke or whatever like that. But you guys get what I'm saying. You know, we have to be able to look ourselves in the mirror. And I say this all the time. You got to be able to look yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, you know, this guy Fargo was right, dog. Like, I keep fucking up, bro. I'd be like 50 pips in profit. I won't cut no positions. I won't even take partials. The next time I look at my MT4, it's back down to like 10 pips, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there and I've done that. This is why I'm honest with you guys, because, like, you know, learn from my mistakes. That's actually the best type of way to learn. Learn from the mistakes of others so you don't fucking make the mistakes yourself. So this is why I try to, you know what I mean, at least share that with y'all. So, you know, shout out the fact that I posted that gold trade at 18.25. That's just up like fucking almost 200 pips. I didn't even post a chart yet, but I'm about to post a chart. People's going to be on my dick because, like, that's what I mean. It's not about posting. It's not about the glorification. It's not about, you know, I don't care if people unfollow me. I could go back to like 200 followers when I originally joined this shit. The moment I do hit my fucking, you know, moment I hurdle over my obstacle and everything really just clicks and starts aligning like the stars, like everyone's going to be flocking me. Then I'm going to hit niggas with the stiff arm and be like, chill, bro. You know what I mean? Like, keep that same energy. So, you know, other than that, Forex Fargo checking out. We about to smoke this blunt, relax. You see him getting my hair did. And yeah, catch these pips. Oh, one other thing I did GA. I want to speak about GN real quick. My fault. This is the other one right here. Sorry. So yeah, so this GN right here, this GN trade, just looking at this, you know, if we look at the daily time frame, we can see that once we got down to this, what level is this right here? Where we got mad people in here. I'm about to start doing these sessions just because from up. But yeah, so if we take a look at this GN trade, that, ooh, fuck, babe. That's just making me tear. Oh my God.
And that's how much I've already done.
Right. That's just the front of it. So yeah, looking at this, level that I have marked right here, levels don't always line up. Sometimes we get fake outs, blah, blah, blah. But overall, price has kind of like failed to break this level right here, this, 91, 190, 700 level. So what I have a little sell stop right here. Looking to see if we can at least catch, doesn't necessarily have to be 233 pips, right? But that's on like for the rest of the week. If we could probably catch maybe today anywhere between 75 to like 125 pips, I'd be straight with that. That's kind of between I don't know, TP2 to like TP3, something like that. So what I mean, you guys should be straight. Like I said, I know that price is fucking retracing. It is what it is. You fucking, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Or it may be too late to fucking enter the trade. This is the thing. This is the thing with trading. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to be held accountable. Not too many people fucking admit when they're wrong. I'm probably gonna be scratching my head. She's gonna get pissed. People don't want to admit when they're wrong or whatever. I have no problem fucking documenting my trades live because who's gonna get better at it? I don't care if you make money, you lose money. Who the fuck is it affecting at the end of the day? It's affecting me. I'm doing this to help you all, but it is still affecting me and my craft. And just looking at this, so we can just follow along with the fucking, prices and everything. We'll see what happens when this 1 hour candle closes in about 38 minutes or so. So, hopefully everyone, whether you learn something or, you're just here to catch some pips and try to get a signal or something, I don't care. You know what I mean? I appreciate the fact that, you guys are giving me an opportunity to try to be a teacher because this shit's kind of fun, and we all got to start somewhere, right? So, think that I am probably about to check out. Yeah, I am about to check out. Shout out to all of the fucking participants in here. And I will put this on YouTube and I'll do a follow-up video and see what happens in either later today or later today or in a couple of days if these hit TPs or not. You know what I mean? But I know that this gold trade is fucking beautiful overall. So yeah, Forex Fargo, check it out and y'all catch these pips, you heard?